really pathetic attempt at Tie Your Mother Down, trying to learn that goddamn song. Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome to the hangout. I hope you're all warmer than we are. It's damn cold here. Really, really cold. We're talking minus, I think we hit a maximum or a high of about minus 15 Celsius, which is about 0 Fahrenheit. So, and it's been like that for the last couple of days. So hopefully it will warm up at some point. But anyway, let's see who we got in the chat here. Okay, Jimmy T. Yeah, Jimmy T popped in. He's gonna have to watch the rerun he's saying, but thanks for popping in, Jimmy T. My buddy Jason Wade, brother. How are you? He's in the chat. Todd Flowers is here. Jeff Harper is here. Who else we got? Brian Cote. Hey man, how's it going? Rick Hefner. Hey, how are you, Rick? Dennis Bro, nice to see you, man. Oh, you're sick, eh, Dennis? Yeah, man, it's going around. It's really going around. Rob21271, how are you? Jeff Replinger, nice to see you. JP Page 2, hey Hack. Hey guitar dudes and dudettes. Hey Brian, yeah, thanks for that email earlier today, buddy. Appreciate your efforts, man. Let me know if anyone, if you can hear me fine, if the video is fine, because it's happened before. My internet literally froze, so let me know if the video is clear and if the audio is clear. I'd appreciate that very much. Hey, Stafford Studio, Lars Guitar, Gussie Wells. Hey everybody, thanks for popping in. Marco's Images is here. Okay, there's something funky going on with my chat. Yeah, it's not quite keeping up here. You're good to go on both. Okay, thank you so much. That's what I was waiting for. Yeah, it's not keeping up. It's only saying that there's 8 people, but I think there's more than 8, but it's not showing me who's in the chat. So I may miss some of you. I don't know. I've tried to fix it already once. Let me try one more time to fix this because I don't know what the hell is going on with this today. Okay, so now it's telling me I got 15 people. Okay, let's see, and I've probably missed a few. Who else we got? Oh, ZipFix Guitars. Hey, man. Sounds good on my end. Okay, thanks a lot, guys. Thanks a lot. So, I got a message earlier today from, hey, Dry Heat, how are you, man? From Scott Nickerson, and he was asking about tones. And there was another, I forget, someone else was asking me about tones because of for those of you that haven't seen it yet, I did a premiere. Is that Monday? I think it was Monday. Anyway, it was just a rehearsal that I was doing with Rebel Charm, one of the bands, and we were doing cover songs, right? So there was a few different tones that I had going from song to song. So can you turn up? Oh, okay. Yeah, let me just move this a little closer. Okay, you can probably hear me better now, right? And since I am off the guitar, let me also switch that to voice, and that will help too. Okay. Um, yeah, so there was some people asking me about the different tones. So yeah, I thought, yeah, okay, I'll go ahead and talk a little bit about that. I've talked about tones before and trying to get the right ones for different songs, but I'll mention a few things again, at least how I go about doing it. Okay, hello, oh, new guitarist, hey, how are you, man? Sean Zimmerman, nice to see you. Yeah, Mike is good, better. Oh, okay, okay, cool, cool. Yeah, um, so basically, there's never, how would I put it? You're never going to be able to match everything that's, tone wise that is on a record of a cover that you're trying to play. Like that's never going to happen, right? But what you can do is you can try to come up with a rough approximation. Okay. What I see a lot. Oh, here's the new name, Guitard It. Guitard It. I get it. That's good, man. All right, welcome to the channel. Brian from Oregon is here. How are you? Wow, you got some people, some new people, and some people I haven't seen in a while. That's awesome. Um, so yeah, so you're never gonna get exactly, what was on the record, right? But you got to try to get a rough approximation. But what I've seen is, um, you know, uh, especially with cover bands, and I think it's worse is actually with cover bands, is where a guitar player, will dial in like one tone and play every song with that one tone. So, and unfortunately, the tone that they decide to go with is usually like an 80s sort of very cold, harsh, metal-y kind of thing. Which sounds great if you're playing, that style of music, if you're doing a Rat song or something like that, or, you know, but if you're gonna play like a Cheap Trick tune, or, you're gonna play Jesse's Girl or something like that tone is just gonna crush that song. And it doesn't really matter how well you play it. It doesn't matter how well you play anything. If your tone is crap, the song is gonna sound like crap. And unfortunately, you know, um, uh, there's not enough time spent on dialing up tone as there is in learning the actual song. And I firm believer that tone is equally as important, right? Music 72, how are you? Nice to see you. Again, my chat is not keeping up, so I'm constantly having to refresh, and I'm gonna do that one more time here. So let's see what that comes up with here. Okay, we got 31 people watching. Okay. Guitared It is Randall Fisher. It's my new channel. No content yet. Okay, nice to see you, Randall. Thanks for coming in, man. Mitch Heyman, my brother. How are you, buddy? Good. I'm good, Music 72. Thanks for popping in. Frank Corcoran is here as well. That's awesome. So, yeah, so somebody again, like I was mentioning earlier, somebody was asking me like what I do tone wise. So, um, yeah, so what I try to do is just get a rough approximation, and usually with me it starts with gain, like how much gain do you have? Do you have no gain? Is it a clean song? If you have gain, how much gain do you want? There should be different levels of gain, and you should not. Usually on recordings, it usually sounds like they're using a lot more gain than they really are. I use AC/DC as an example. AC/DC does not use a lot of gain. They just really overdrive their amps. And if you put a lot of gain, if you play an AC/DC song with a lot of gain, it sounds like crap. You got to be able to hear those notes and hear those chords and hear that ringing, that throb, that crunch. And if you got it all like with tons of delay and heavy overdrive, it loses its flavor. It really, really does. So usually with me, it starts with gain. Like what level of gain do I want to put? And I've got three gain pedals, and they're all set to different levels. Like they go from sort of a lower level of gain, like something that I would use maybe for an AC/DC song, or something that I would use for like a Jesse's Girl or something. And then I'll have like a sort of a middle gain, and then I'll have like a really high gain for when I do play, like a Green Day song or something like really, really heavy and punchy, like or maybe even a Van Halen type of thing. Then I'll use that one, right? But it really starts with that. Between that and just having sorry, get rid of this. Between that and adding delay, or less delay. Again, even the delay is important because you know some songs and some guitar tones want a lot of delay. Some of them they want it really, really dry. Even the reverb. So you kind of got to dial that back, because again, even if you set up a nice bass gain level and you got too much delay or reverb, it gets all washed out, and again, it sounds bad, right? So you really got to dial those things in. So again, with me, it really starts with what level of gain, and then how much delay and reverb I put on, and then everything else is the trimmings, things like, maybe I want to touch a chorus, all that kind of thing, right? That's really where it starts off with. And then if it's a clean song, and if it's from like a certain era, then maybe, the delay, I'll use some slapback and stuff like that, right? You know, but I pretty much get away with, I mean, I got my pedal board right here. I pretty much pedals get away with, all I have is overdrives, a tube screamer for a boost, I got the decimator pedal, ISP decimator, and it's so far, my first impression was not great, but it actually is sounding pretty good now. I got a clean boost, and I got a delay and a chorus, reverb, and the EP booster at the end of the chain. So I don't have a ton of flavors, right? But pretty much this kind of covers everything that I need to do. Okay, so I've been talking a bit. Let me get to the chat here, see what I've missed. If there's any questions, please add Guitar Hack. R2R3, hey buddy, nice to see you, man. Okay. We're saying hello. Everyone is saying hello. Less is more. Words to live by. Hey, Rob Galley. Yeah, you don't have to go crazy, man. You really don't. Um, yeah, Mick Ralphs. There you go, Gussie. Yeah, there you go. Okay. Yeah, thanks for putting in the links, Jason. Okay, everyone's just saying, oh, Zach Thong is here. Hey, Zach. Nice to see you, man. Nice to see you. Yeah, so if anyone's got any questions, hang on a second here. Let me refresh this again. This is really, really bad. I don't know what the hell's going on today. Okay. Do you play everything in standard tuning, Lars guitar? No. It's weird. I got one band that's everything is in E flat, and then I have the other band that everything is in standard tuning, and then there's the odd song that's a drop D. And the other thing too, you know what? It's cool that you mentioned that. Like there's this whole debate about, well, if you tune down a half step, you got to change the action on your guitar, you got to change your string gauge and all this kind of stuff. Like I've never done that. You know, I've never done that. I've always used, the same guitar. I mean, if I'll take the same guitar and actually, here's what I'm holding right now. This is one of my Les Pauls. I'll take the same guitar and I'll, just go half a step down and it still plays fine. I mean, maybe I'm not as sensitive to stuff like that as some people, but it still plays fine and it still sounds fine. Like I don't, and the other thing too is, well, if you're gonna play a Les Paul, you need tens, and if you're gonna play a Strat, you need nines. Like I put nines on everything, and I don't really notice a hell of a difference. Again, it's all personal preference, but for me, like I'm pretty easy, like as far as string gauge and tensions and all that kind of stuff. Like, I can tell if I got tens on anything because I know I'm working harder, and I don't want to work when I play. I need all the help I can get. So, um, you know, that's kind of my thing to it. Yeah, whoever hates cold weather, yeah, you got that right, Mitch. I was saying earlier, man, we're having some crazy freaking cold weather. It's just to give you an idea. I mean, if you've been watching my channel for a while, you know that I'm a big cigar guy. And I have a cigar every day, except for yesterday and today. It's that cold. I won't even go out to have a cigar. That's pretty rare for me. That's like the first cigars I've missed in months. So it's that cold. I'm not even smoking outside. And I've got heat and everything else out there, but I still won't do it. It's just I won't enjoy it. It's just no. It's really, really bad. Guitar, please pull your pants up. Good Lord, man. Wow. If you can see that from this camera angle, Jason Wade, I tell you, buddy. Yeah. Okay, I read that. Comments. Lars guitar only with the Floyd Rose. Yeah, I don't have any Floyds on any of my guitars. And the only trem that I have is a like whammy bar is on my Ernie Ball Music Man, and I've got it flat, so I don't have any floating trems, so I don't worry about string gauges and changing. I don't worry about any of that with any of my guitars. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, no worries, Rob. No worries, man. Hey, Broken Chains, how are you, man? Ed Dana's here. Hey, man. Anyone ever used the Digitech drop pedal? Best 100 pounds I ever spent. Gonna do a video on it soon. Highly recommend to people playing. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, do I? Yeah, Rob. I've seen those pedals around, man. I've never tried one, but I've seen them around. If there's absolutely no latency, because it does have to think, right? you know, from the time, you know, the string hits the pedal to switch. But if there's no latency, man, that'd be cool. That'd be a good fix. Showman's got a question about speakers. I'm kind of limited in that area, but fire it away. I'm sure if I don't know the answer, there's probably 100 other people in here that do. So go ahead, Showman. Let her rip, tater chip. Cool beans. Yeah, we'll see. I put 9.5 on everything. Best of both worlds. Yeah, 9.5. Yeah, I actually I've never tried 9.5. That's something maybe I should do one time. Oh, you're gonna demo the pedal on your Monday live show. Okay. Oh, there you go. Oh, Brian, yeah, you got one. That's right. I was thinking, so who else had something? Okay, that was you. Minus 23 wind chill at my house. More. Yeah, it's brutal out there. I think the thinner necks are more sensitive to the string gauge. LP necks. Yeah, but Todd Flowers, all my necks are 60 slim taper. All my Les Pauls are all 60 slim. I can't play the wider or the not the wider necks, the fatter necks, the deeper C's, the 59 profile. I can't do it. I mean I can, but you know, I'll be even worse. So I need the 60s, man. I need all the help I can get. Man, might have to smoke one inside. Oh man, Showman, if I had a cigar inside, my wife would have me outside. Hey, Shane from In the Blues. How are you, sir? Nice to see you. How you doing? See, we're all here complaining about the cold, and you're probably over in Australia complaining about how hot it is, eh? That's funny. Okay. It was -4 in my car this morning after I gave myself a hot. Yeah, I had to get a new battery. Yeah, it's crazy. It should end soon, hopefully, man. It should really end soon. I actually think by the weekend, at least here in Toronto, it's gonna climb over zero. So it's gonna be a balmy balmy 3 degrees, I think, come Saturday. Will a 75-watt creamback break up enough in a 112 with a 20-watt Dirty Shirley Mini at reasonable home volumes? Example, on 4 on volume, okay. Or do I send the 75-watt creamback and get something else? Actually, Shane is in the chat. Shane could probably answer that question, Showman. Shane is quite the speaker connoisseur. Shane, if you're in the chat, yeah, chime in, man. Let Showman know what your opinion is on that, because you know, I know a lot more about speakers than I do, man. Hey, Guitar Pit. Hey, buddy. Hey, Janice. Nice to see you. Yeah, no worries, Brad Miller. Thanks for popping in, buddy. Hey, Brian Fingerless Guitar. How are you? I'm talking blade necks on shredder. Oh, okay, blade. Yeah, yeah. I guess that would be a deal, Todd. Yeah, you probably got a point there. Oh wow. So Shane's got the opposite problem. He's got 44 Celsius. Oh wow. Yeah, that's not comfortable, man. That's the other extreme. I don't know if I want to be that hot or this cold. That's a toss up, to be honest with you. I mean, don't get me wrong. I absolutely love the heat, but to a point. You know. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's good to see everyone here, R2. Exactly, man. Exactly. Nocturnal Butterfly. Hey, how are you? Nice to see you. EVH. Hey, glad you got back okay, Eric. And, you know, it's glad you guys had a good time and everything worked out, because I could tell the panic that you were going through being stuck at the airport. But everything worked out, man. That's awesome. I can see you had a great time with your son. That was really nice to see, man. Okay. 1,200. Brian Stewart, I did. Okay, you're talking about a deal that you did. Paired with the. Okay, you're talking about the. Yeah, Showman, sorry, buddy, but I'm not. Oh, okay, there you go. Shane's answering your question. Greenback will break out more than a creamback. The higher watts, usually the higher headroom before distortion. Celestian Blue will break up a lot more than both. There you go. Shane's the expert, man. He'll say you straight with that. Yeah. I will take 111 Fahrenheit over this crap minus 25. Hey, Ivan Carter's here. Lando 27 Music. How you doing, buddy? Yeah, I hear you, Nocturnal Butterfly. Yeah, yeah. I'm sure it's just as cold out there as it is here you're in London, I believe, right? Yeah, you're probably feeling as bad as we are here. Yeah, Showman, man, that's exactly right. You know, we got a lot of people in here, so if there's a question that one can't answer, there's probably 10 other people that can. We got 47 people watching. This is insane. Thank you all so much for popping in. Yeah, this is great. This is great. So, I spotted another Les Paul today. Um, they're finally in roughly my area. A Les Paul Classic 2019 showed up, and it has the 61 zebra pickups that I absolutely love, and it's a cherry burst, and it's about 2,500 bucks, which is actually cheap, if you can believe that, for a Les Paul, because most Les Pauls here are well over 3,000. Now, that being said, it's a classic, it's not a standard. Okay, now if I wait a year, I could probably get it for maybe 2,000. But I don't know. I'm really thinking about it. And the one that I'm actually thinking about dumping is this one right here. Okay. I don't know if I know I've shown this guitar before. This is a 2005 Les Paul Classic, and you can tell it's a 2005 because if you look closely, you can see that the inlays have this sort of snotty green thing. Yeah, they thought that was a good idea back then for some reason. They thought it made it look more old. But this guitar has, you know, I just swapped the pick guard. I got the original, says 1960 on it. I put this one on because it looked, you know, cheesy with a 1960 on it. So, but anyway, and the guitar's been heavily modded too. It's got, you know, oh shit, what are they called now? The Sheptone pickups on it, and it's been all wired for Jimmy Page wiring and all that. But I might sell this on our version of Craigslist, which is Kijiji, and see if I can use this to finance some of, because it ain't gonna pay for all of it, of a new classic. But I've yet to play it. I might do a bit of a road trip and go out there on Saturday and play it. It's about an hour and 10, an hour and 15-minute drive for me. And again, depending on the weather, like right now they're saying Saturday is going to be a little warmer and there's no snow or anything, but we'll see how it goes. Yeah, I'm hoping I hate it. I actually asked them to send me a photo of the guitar. Now, this is how nuts I am, but I get stores to send me photos, you know, because right off the bat, if I don't like the burst on it, if it's not, because I'm really OCD about bursts, if it's not symmetrical, or you know, if there's too much grain, not enough grain, whatever, then it's like, okay, thank God that's not a contender, and it's put it out of my mind. But if they send me a photo and it looks good, then the next thing is I got to get my butt over there and I got to play it and then pray that I hate it, because then I won't buy it. So that's the disease that I have, unfortunately, folks. Yeah. Okay, let me catch up here on the chat. Yeah, if anyone's got any questions, please at Guitar Hack. Okay, Guitar Pit, you're gonna buy one of Brian Cote's Les Pauls. Uh, oh, no worries, Showman Blues. Yeah, I was actually debating whether or not to come on tonight because I don't know, it may not show, but I'm actually not feeling that hot. But I wanted to come on because next Thursday I don't think I can. I have like next Wednesday, Thursday. I got all these late meetings, so I probably won't do next Thursday. So I figured, even though I'm not feeling so hot, I don't want to miss 2 weeks of solo shows because I really enjoy doing this. I mean, I like chatting with everybody, and it's always a lot of fun for me. You guys are so cool. It's a blast. Everyone's saying hello. Okay, I'm way behind in the chat. Classic is a nice Les Paul. Yeah, hey Cyber Evil, thanks for popping in. Yeah, the classics are nice, man. I don't consider the classics any less than a standard. Like I have both. For me, they're equally good instruments, right? For a fee, Ed, you can have any guitar I own. Yeah. Freedom. Okay, Stafford LP custom here runs around 3,500. Yeah, that's a good deal. Yo, not custom. That's not a custom, David. That's a classic. Yeah, so it's not that good a deal, buddy. Okay, Lando likes the cold. I hate the cold. I don't do any of that stuff. No skiing, no hockey. Brian Stewart, I like that 19 classic, but hold out for the new wave. Yeah, man, I hear you totally, Brian. But you know what, man? Sometimes I get an itchy trigger finger. So yeah, like I said, I hope I hate it because when I saw the new ones roll out, because there's a '60s one that I'd be all over. But yeah, we'll see how that goes. Brian from Oregon, yeah, you agree. Brian from Oregon, classics are as good as standards. Yeah, I totally agree. You should buy it just for the inlays. Yeah. Yeah, I know Rob Galley. Yeah, I don't know why like those classics they put out back then. They thought it was a good idea to do the green inlays, and I still don't get why, man. It makes no sense to me. Classic is better than traditional, in my opinion. Well, the traditionals have the fatter neck, right? Cyber. So I like the thinner neck, so that's why I go to the classics. Hey, Cheddar. Hey, buddy. Well, while I got Cheddar in here and I have the guitar pit in here, I have both of these gentlemen coming on Tuesday next week at 7 p.m. And that's going to be a laugh and a half because both these guys crack me right up. So, yeah, if you're around next Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern, I will have both the guitar pit and Cheddar come pal. So that should be a lot of fun. Been looking forward to that for a long time. Okay, Brian Stewart, your OCD about Burst 2? Yeah, man. Thomas Balderstone, nice Gibson. Welcome to the channel, my friend. I don't think I've seen you before. Welcome. Yeah, Brian Cote. I know everyone's telling me to wait. I know, man. I know. Yeah. Nothing wrong with that. That's why I love Sweetwater. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna try to wait. Meteora. You know what? The Meteoras were almost, well, for me, I think they were close to 3 grand. That's a lot of money, man. You know? I mean, if I'm going to spend that kind of money, it's going to be on a Les Paul, not a Meteora. If they were like $1,000 guitar, I'd be all over it. I'd be like a fat kid on a Smartie. I'd be all over that thing. But for close to 3 in Canadian money, yeah, that's what turned me off the guitar. I absolutely love it though. Don't get me wrong. I picked it up twice, played it twice. Sounds great, feels great. But for that kind of money, I think it's a little expensive. I know they're going to start making them in Mexico. I saw that from the NAMM show, but they also had a different pickup configuration. So I don't know if I'm going to like it as much. So I don't know. Mitch Heyman, we all have the disease. Yes, Mitch knows exactly what I'm talking about. Thomas, what amp am I using? I have several amps. At the moment, I'm playing out of a Marshall Origin 50 watt. That's what I'm playing out of right now. But you can see in the background there, I've got a Hughes and Kettner Tube Meister, and I've got a DSL combo. So A64 T-Board Guitar Hack. You can't get a 70s Gibson for the same money. No way, man. You know what? All the '70s Gibsons. Actually, I was sort of going through some of the sites today. They're selling them for prime money now, right? Because they're considered vintage, right? So this is, and this is a private seller. So right now, what they're doing is like vintage Gibsons. They're selling them for like 4,000 and higher, right? So yeah, they're not cheap. Oh, thanks, Cheddar Compound. Yeah, I don't know what it is, man. It's the time of year. It's just I feel run down. Like I actually came home from work and I don't nap. I'm not able to nap and stuff, but I kind of was lying down like right up until about half an hour before I went on to see if I can muster up enough juice. So I don't know, maybe it's the weather. I mean, I was like this yesterday. Yesterday I had rehearsal and it's like I had to take a couple of Advil just to get out of bed and go rehearse. So I don't know. Hopefully it'll pass. Yeah, Lando 27, so you're used to the cold if you're from the Northern Ontario. Janice, you're bouncing between live streams. Okay, I didn't know someone else was live right now. What app you using, dude? Guitar Hut? I just told you, man. Hey, Blackjack, how are you? Seal Blubber. Yeah. Seal Blubber comes at a premium, though, Cheddar. That's what the hockey sticks are for, eh? We don't just use them for hockey, if you know what I'm saying. Was that cruel? Or was it joke? Okay. You're listening to this in the background. Okay, cool, Blackjack. Thanks for popping in. Oh, Brad Miller. Yeah. Isn't that cool? Brad, are you getting, are they noisy? Are you able to control that? Are you playing it with high gain? Because, you may need a noise gate if you play that with high gain, Brad. Oh, looks like I froze. All right, looks like I froze there for a moment. I think I'm back. The green is to simulate aging. I don't know how that works, Terry. I know it's supposed to simulate aging, but do things automatically turn green when they get old? I mean, if they're made of copper, yes. I don't get that whole green thing. I know what they were trying to do, but it kind of ruined the look of the guitar. Marsman, how are you? The new standards might only, yeah, so the new standards are supposed to be priced at the price of the traditionals. So your 2500 cheddar would be about 3000 for us. The traditionals right now here are like 3099, so 3100 bucks. So yeah, that's less expensive than 35, but it's still up there. The Made in Mexico meter is a big letdown for me. They totally changed. Yeah, they did, Brian. They changed the pickups on it. I don't know. I mean, the body shape is still the same, but it does no longer looks like because I mean the Meteora looks like a telly kind of, right? And they kind of took that away. They made it more Jaguar-y looking because because the Meteora comes in like the butterscotch with the black pick guard. It's got that whole Telecaster vibe, right? Guitar the Junior P90. Yeah, yeah. The P90 is um the Les Paul Junior double cut with the P90 is $800 or is it $899? I think it's $899 here. For under $1,000, it's a great guitar. The only thing with my reservation with that is I don't know if I could play a full night, play a show with that. Because as I said before, and I stick to my guns, I don't buy anything unless I gig with it. And that guitar, if I can't get all the sounds I need out of it, then it's not going to work for me. So HH best pickup. Humbucker. Yeah, I tend to agree with that, Cheddar. Especially if you can split the humbuckers and they sound good when you split them. And that's tough to find a guitar that you can split the humbuckers and they still sound good. Probably the best guitar I heard that did that was the PRS CE24. When I split those pickups, man, they sounded amazing. That's probably the best pickup splitting guitar I've heard. Okay. I wasn't talking about you, Gussie. 3,000 Canadian, that's more than the originals are listed for. Yeah, check it out, Terry. Wow, I didn't know that. Yeah, yeah. 64 keyboard bought a 1981 Gibson Les Paul custom for 2,000 off Reverb a few days ago. Wow. Yeah, you got a point, man. Yeah, 64 T-Bird. See, our reverb here is crap. We have Reverb Canada, and I think there's a washing machine and and a vacuum cleaner on it. Like, there's not a lot, and there certainly are not deals like that. You know, I would have to. Here's the thing: I would buy the guitar in Canada, and then it would cost me like $700-800 to ship it here. So there goes all the money I just saved. So yeah. Oh, cool. Gussie Wells is using the Guitar Hack mug. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate your support, man. The old pickup configuration in the year or two on the Meteora, they don't want to piss off the recent buyer. Yeah, maybe, Todd. Could be. Yeah, 64 T-Bird. I know, man. You guys got a lot more advantages in the States with deals and stuff, believe me. Okay. The Picker Hat is here. Hey, how are you? Brad Miller, Guitar Hack. So I did try with high gain, and there was some noise when static. My HX Stomp has a... Oh, okay. You've got a built-in noise gain, and I used it in front of the effects, and it worked great. There you go. Braxel, how are you? Okay. We're watching, but back to work all. Okay, Nocturnal. If you're leaving, thanks for popping in. Appreciate you coming in. Showing blue. Okay, sorry, that's for sure. Well, it's cold out in a lot. Yeah, it's freezing. It is freezing. 57 classics sound great split. Yeah, they do, but Blackjack. You know what I was saying earlier? If you ever get a chance, um, try a PRS CE24. Split the pickups. It sounds so good. You know, they don't lose any volume at all, which happens a lot. The only guitar Gibson I have that doesn't lose volume when I split is my 2016 Standard. All the other ones lose volume. Um, that's one, and two. It's a really nice tone. Like it's just as nice as the full humbucker tone, which that is really rare. Um, okay, Marsman, Guitar Hack. How is that noise gate working out? I have a 66 Junior with the single P90. Never play with enough gain to have the ISP decimator is what I bought, Marsman, and it works pretty good. It works good. Yeah. Um, and I play when I rehearse, just so you know, that video that I put out the other day, I was playing out of simultaneously both a 412 Marshall cab with a JCM 2000 head on one side of the room, and on the other side of the room, I had a Hot Rod Deluxe, and they were both cranked, and I just blend the two. And then with my pedals and so on. So that's, if that thing, and I'm playing I took my P90 Les Paul, so that's like really calling for a lot of noise. And that ISP decimator handled it. I mean, like, asking everyone to go check it out, but go check it out. But you can hear all the leads and everything clear. And usually it's when I play solos and I hit the tube screamer that just goes nuts. And it stayed in control. So there you go. 60 watching, 30 thumbs. Wow, that's amazing, Jason. You know what? It's not refreshing, so I don't know how many people are watching. So thank you so much for that. Yeah, folks, if you like what you're seeing, please thumbs up. And subscribe. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Oh, cool, Brian. Brian ordered a mug. Thank you so much. Yeah, Showman Blues. Yeah, I know, man. Yeah, you're absolutely right. So we do have as everyone knows, I try not to gig in the wintertime because I'm an old man. I'm 52. I know for some of you that's not old, but for me it is. And having to cart my gear and this and that in the wintertime, I don't really like doing that. And and you never know the weather day to day. But unfortunately, we do have a booking for February the 23rd. We have an agent, and he's like, hey, we're really trying to get us to play shows in the wintertime, and we don't want to piss him off too much because then he won't throw us the shows when we want, which is the summertime. So we kind of had to bend a little bit. And unfortunately, I'm doing a gig. I mean, usually I'd be happy. Hey, I'm doing a gig February 23rd, but I'm not happy because I don't know what the hell February 23rd is going to hold. I don't know if it's going to be a cold day. I don't know if it's going to be a wintry day. And none of my gigs are local. Like, I'm driving an hour minimum typically to any show. So if it's bad weather, that's an hour of me driving, not to mention the rest of it. So to answer your question, yeah, I have. I know I have one in March as well, but hopefully by March it'll be a little bit better. I don't know. Terrace GGD. Dylan Tone showed off his first set out in a Gibby studio he bought off to the Stratosphere that does the splits, and they do. Oh, cool, Terry. Blackjack. I had a new PRSE and sold it. Didn't like the neck. Yeah, Blackjack. I don't like. I didn't like the neck of it either. I had one for a week, and I played it. I actually posted a video, and I was going on in the video about how great a guitar is. It's a fantastic guitar. Sounded great, played great, and everything, but it just wasn't for me. and I couldn't get over how great it sounded with the pickup splitting. It was just a phenomenal instrument. Okay, just catching up here. Yeah, they're talking about the JJ. Yeah, the new Friedman JJ pedal, the 20 watt. Yeah, that looks cool. I'm dying to try the new Marshall, the JCM 800 20 watt. I hope they get one in soon because I'd like to try one of them out. Okay. Yeah, if you have any questions for me, please put at Guitar Hack. Brad Miller, I put some Duncan Design JB and Jazz on my PRS SE245 and split them, and they okay. There you go. So yeah, but I was talking about, Brad. I was just saying, like, in terms of like a stock guitar that has really nice sounding split pickups, and that for me was the best. Anybody interested in great and expensive Canadian pickup will check out. Okay, all right, Gussie. Yeah, Brian, you want to try all three? Yeah, yeah. Um, the only one I kind of want to, I'm not really too interested in is the Plexi because I have an Origin and it's kind of similar. So I'm looking more for like that 80s crunch. So I'm looking more at the JCM 800 because I was really debating getting the DSL head, the 20 watt head DSL, and if the 800 blows it away, even though it's going to cost like 3 times the money, I might go that way. I don't know. Oh, bearded blues dude, how are you? You know what I love about guitar? I would not feel weird wearing it. Thanks so much. Welcome, welcome. I am a guitar hack. Yeah. So for those of you that don't know, I do sell merch, and all the money that I raise from merch is going to get donated to the Canadian Cancer Society. So if you're interested in some of my merch and the Canadian and donating some money to cancer research, I have a link below. I have a link on my banner. Anything you want to purchase will help. I've got stickers, I've got mugs, I've got t-shirts, hoodies, women's t-shirts, tees as well. So anything that you would like to, coffee mug I have as well. That'd be really cool. We've sold, I think 34 items at this point, which is great, and it's just cracked a couple $100 and it's US money. So for us, that's like 500. But anyways, so yeah, I'm gonna let that go for a while. Wait till hopefully we get a decent amount, and then I'll get them to pay me out in PayPal, and then I will fire that to the Canadian Cancer Society, and then I will post on a video, show you all what the donation was, so that we can all celebrate. Yay, we donated this amount of money to the Canadian Cancer Society. Okay. What do we got here? Yeah, David Gilmour, David Gilmour selling all his guitars. Yeah, I don't know what that's about. I just saw it. I haven't read about it yet. Brian Stewart, guitar, buy the LPD 87 pedal and run it through your Hughes and Kettner. JCM. Oh, okay. Lawrence, okay, that's the Lawrence Petros design. It does, plus it does the blues on the grid. Oh, okay, cool. There you go. Yeah, Lawrence Petros is it like do you order from him direct? I would assume you do. I don't think you can I don't know if he's in any retailers. And I don't think I've seen any of his pedals here in Canada. So Johnny Beane, hey buddy. Welcome back from now, my friend. Robert Billick is here. Hey Robert, nice to see you. Blackie DH. How's it going? James Severin is here. Nice to see you. Well, we got a lot of people in here, man. I'm going to have to refresh again to find out because my 57 people in the chat. Thank you all so much for popping in. I'm just watching the clock here. It's 7:45. Reverb USA. Okay, Brian. Yeah, I know Ben's coming on in 15 minutes, so I'll go for another 10 or so. I don't want to step on Ben's toes. He's got a lot to talk about. He's back from NAMM. I'm sure he's got lots of stories and things he wants to share. So yeah, after this show, please jump over to Canucks with Guitars and check out Ben Coombs' show. Yeah, so let me put it out there, folks. So what do you think? should I sell this 2005 Les Paul Classic and pick up a 2019 Classic Cherry Burst? It's got the Zebra 61 pickups on it. So just going to put that out there as a vote. I contacted the store today, spoke to a gentleman. I asked him to mail me a photo, email me a photo. And if it looks pretty, I may be driving out there. It's a good hour and 10 drive for me to get out there and try it out. And we'll see what happens from there. I'm not going to trade this guitar in because they will give me like nothing for it. I'll have to sell this privately. But this will probably, I don't know if it'll even, I'll be lucky if it pays for even half of it, to be honest with you. But okay. Brian Stewart, yes, sell it and get the new one. Okay, so we got to vote for that. Oh, thank you so much, Bearded Blues Dude. Thank you, man. That's awesome, buddy. No, just buy the other one. Everybody wants me to spend money. You guys are cool. Those pickups are sweet. Yeah, the 61 pickups are really, really sweet, man. And I don't know. I love the I like the zebra look too. That kind of looks cool. If it makes you happy, do it. Do it. Yes, sell, but get the standard. Yeah, then Brian, I'm gonna have to wait because by the time we get the new Les Paul standards up in Canada, it'll be Christmas of 2020. Strictly a matter of sound and feel, but to me, I would like the I would like the unique snot. Oh, okay. Oh, somebody likes the snot inlays. Lars Guitar would do it. Guitar Hack, why won't you wait until the new Gibson standard comes out? You will like it better. I would wait. Because Broxel. Just because. Yeah, I know. You're right, man. You're right. You're all right. I should wait. I don't know. It's tough. It's tough. It'll go away. It'll pass. It'll pass. I just saw it today and I was like, wow. And I've seen it before, but somebody actually has one. So like I've seen them photos, but I want to see one in person, and there's not been one to see in person. So finally, there's a store in the area that has one. Kind of in the area, an hour and 10 minutes away, but still. Yeah. Don't get the new one until we find out if they're good or not. Okay, yeah, that's a good point, Cheddar. Yeah, exactly, Brad Miller. Yeah, it's funny. Brad Miller, for those of you that don't know, Brad Miller just picked up a 2018 Classic with P90s. And he was asking or mentioning it or whatever. And the last person you want to include in that conversation is me, because if you ever ask me if you should buy a guitar, my answer is always the same, and that is do it now. Yes. So, yeah, so I'm getting a taste of my own medicine. I'm getting a taste of my own medicine at this point, and it looks like I may be frozen. Oh, here we go. I don't know. Was I frozen? On my screen, I was frozen. Yeah, I'm asking the addicts to support the habit, exactly. Don't sell. I've sold a lot of guitars, Bearded Blues, dude. I have to sell a guitar to get a guitar, unfortunately. JP Page 2. Welcome, JP Page 2. A Les Paul in your hand is worth more than one in a dream. Yeah, I get there's something to that. Maybe they're made out of dried poop and they're lowering the price. Could be cheddar. Robert Billick, cool, good price. I'd like to get. I have a great. Okay, you're talking about Epiphones. Okay, cheddar compound. Let's hack. Let hack be the guinea pig. Yeah, thanks, buddy. Heritage guitar. You know what, Gussie? I can't get past the headstock. I can't. Just like an Epiphone, I can't get past that headstock, man. Yeah. Okay, just watching the time here. Do it if you want. Simple as that. Charlie S. Say welcome, Charlie S. How you doing? Yeah. You're a Gibson whore like me. Oh, God. You said it, Blackjack. Not me. You said that. All my newer Gibsons are flawless. Yeah, yeah. If you buy a new Les Paul and you get less than half for the old one, then you're losing twice. Just keep the old one and add the new. Yeah, you got a point. You got a point. Braxel, you have other guitars that won't hurt to wait and see. Those new that are, yeah. Yeah, EJ's Guitars. Welcome. How you doing? Has anyone tried the Key KHDK pedal yet? I'm not sure what that is. I think the QC thing is a myth. Will Varela. Yeah, Will Varela's not here tonight. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. He's usually around. Hey, Blackjack. You and Hack aren't the only give. Okay, Todd Flowers is part of the club. Yeah, I know they play good, Gussie. I know they play good. It's just it's a headstock thing. It's a headstock thing. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna start wrapping it up here, folks. So I'll make the speech every show. If you're not sub to everyone else in the chat, please do. We got a lot of fantastic people in this chat. We got a great community here. Let's all support each other. Let's keep the community big and growing. Let's keep it positive. Also, if you haven't subbed to me yet, please sub. Oh, let's see that Guitar Hack sweater. My daughter's going to model the Guitar Hack shirt. Yeah, isn't that cool? It says "Rock Off Cancer" on the back. Don't kill my guitar. Thanks, Brandon. Yeah, so let's keep the community growing. Let's keep it positive. If you're not sub to me, please sub below. Please give me a thumbs up. That's always appreciated. If you're interested in some merch, I've got shirts like my daughter has, long sleeve, short sleeve, different colors, mugs, stickers, all that kind of stuff. All the money's going to go to support the Canadian Cancer Society. So, and I have the link below for that too. So I want to thank everyone so much for popping in. This was always fun, and I wasn't feeling that great, but you guys just really raised my spirits. I feel a lot better than I did about an hour ago. So cheers, everybody. Have a great week. Have a great weekend. I will see you all. Actually, I think Sunday I'm on the roundtable with Ben. So I'll probably see you Sunday night on Ben's channel. But on my own, on this channel, I'll see you all on Tuesday at 7 o'clock. We got Guitar Pit, we got Cheddar Kung Pao, and we got this mug. So we'll see you all on Tuesday. Have a great weekend. Stay warm if you're, if you're suffering this cold, or if you're hot, stay cool, and have a fantastic week. Cheers, everybody.